Now that looks like a pretty good ratio of Rice Krispies to chocolate. So I think at this point, it's time to spread it out on the parchment paper here. When you do it, pour it out in sort of a line, and that way you're less likely to spill over the edge when you spread it out. You want to give yourself some room, so start it in the middle and just make a horizontal line. Scrape as much out as you can. And then you get your other silicone spatula. This one has a wider and a longer actual bit of surface area of silicone. It just allows you to make it as uniform in thickness as possible. You want the chocolate to be as uniform as possible because it wants to be able to set up at the same time. So if you are spreading bark and there's big lumps of stuff, it's going to take much longer to cool, and it's just going to make it a little bit more difficult for you to spread it and cut it eventually. So just be aware. If you feel a lump, just spread it out smoothly. And if you want it to look nice, of course you're going to wash your hands before you do this, but your hands are your best tool when it comes to making something look pretty in chocolate. In the shop we use vinyl gloves for this, but at home I use my hands, and nobody really seems to mind it at all. The other thing about using your fingers while spreading it out is it allows you to really feel that you've got a uniform thickness in here, and that's really key. So that's Rice Krispie chocolate bark. It's going to set in about 15 or 20 minutes. You can cut it at that point, but the way that I was taught by my grandma is that you just bust it up so it sort of looks like tree bark. That's the whole idea behind the bark name. So a little bit of patience, wait until it hardens up and it's ready to be broken up and eaten.